When I was 18, it was a day like any other. I was in my book club, sitting in a circle with everyone, talking about the book we'll read. And then out of nowhere, my heart started slamming in my chest. I couldn't breathe. My hands and feet went numb, and the room started spinning. I remember thinking, that's serious. I'm going to die right here. After that day, my life became someone else's life completely. The feeling I had at book club that day was something I'd never felt before. My heart felt like it was about to explode, and no matter how hard I tried to breathe, no air seemed to get in. Part of me wanted to quietly slip out before I collapsed in front of everyone. But I couldn't do that either because I was terrified of looking strange. So I just held it together, silently screaming for help inside my own head. But the real problem came after. It wasn't a one-time thing. It hit me on the subway, in class, even when I was just relaxing at home. The fear of not knowing when it would strike again. That was the real hell. I went to see a psychiatrist for the first time, and when I first started taking medication, I could genuinely feel myself getting better. The attack came less often, and I felt like I could breathe a little easier. But that's where it stopped. The symptoms never fully went away. The fear, the not knowing what it would come back, stayed lost somewhere in the back of my mind. So I tried cognitive behavioral therapy too. Through the session, I understood it intellectually. This feeling isn't dangerous. I'm not dying. My body is just overweighting. I got it completely, in theory. But here's the strange part. Knowing something in your head and actually surviving that moment when it hits you are two completely different things. Knowing it isn't scary doesn't make it stop being scary. Maybe some of you know exactly what I mean. Knowing something and still not being able to act on it. I felt down to my bones how exhausting that is. I wandered around like that for 3 years. I tried everything people said would work. Then one day, while I was still stuck in the loop, something unexpected happened. I went to a meeting for some publishing work, and the person I met there mentioned, almost in passing, that he dealt with panic disorder themselves. And then he said something that stuck with me. Panic disorder is just a signal. Honestly, I didn't buy it at first. Signal? How can I believe it? What does it even mean? To me, panic was just a symptom I needed to get it off. Pain that needed to disappear as fast as possible. Calling it a signal felt strange, but that phrase wouldn't leave me alone. Then, not long after, my body was so stiff and worn out that I went to get physical therapy. The therapist was working on me, and at one point he said my body was unbelievably tense. Nothing was actually injured, but he said being this tight might have something to do with the panic. Those who comments landed on top of each other, and for the first time, I started thinking about it differently. Not about the symptoms themselves, but about why my body had been holding so much tension in the first place. That's when I really started looking at myself for the first time. Probably the first time in my whole life, not the symptoms, not the panic itself, but who I actually was and how I'd actually been living. And once I looked, I could see it. I spent my whole life trying to look good in other people's eyes. I can't mess up. I have to do well. I can't let people dislike me. Those thoughts were always running underneath everything I did. There was perfectionism, and that perfectionism had been keeping my body locked in tension the entire time. Once I realized that, I slowly started treating myself differently. I used to shape everything around other people's standards. Now I practiced putting myself first. I didn't start with anything big, just the smallest things. If I was tired, I let myself rest instead of pushing through. I told myself it's fine not to be perfect. I started checking in on how I actually felt before worrying about what other people thought. One small priority at a time. That's how I started changing things. It sounds almost too simple to matter, but every time I chose myself instead of overriding myself again, something in my body loosened up a little. Not dramatically, just little each time. And weirdly enough, once I started treating myself differently, my body slowly started responding too. 3 years of trying everything and spending a small fortune couldn't fix it. But this, actually turning inward and taking care of myself started too. Looking back, I just hadn't noticed it because I was so used to it. It had been building up the whole time. Pushing myself brutally with perfectionism, constantly overdoing it, running myself into the ground. Caring more about whether the other person felt comfortable than whether I did. All of that piled up, and one day it just broke. And I didn't even know that's what was happening. I was so focused on the symptoms themselves, obsessing over why my heart was racing, how to make the feeling go away, that I could never actually get out of it. If you're in similar place right now, I hope you try thinking about it differently. Even just once. Why did this show up? What was I missing in my daily life, in the way I was living? Just asking yourself that question can change where you start from. I put together a free class in the pinned comment that walks you through how to actually understand panic and work your way out of it. Go check it out, please. Some of you are probably sitting there right now, anxious about when that feeling is going to show up again. I've been through the exact stretch of time, so I know how lonely and hard it is. But here's what I do know for sure. That signal isn't there to torture you. It's there to tell you to stop for a second and actually look at yourself. I hope this video gives you a small reason to do that too. You already tried hard enough, really, and you're okay exactly as you are right now. Thank you.